How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a super busted sniper setup that you guys can be using right now in Back 4 Blood. You guys should be able to blow through Recruit and Veteran with this build, and it can even be taken into Nightmare. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are in the deck building menu in Back 4 Blood. This is going to be the complete deck list, so if you guys are just looking to copy and paste the deck, now is your time to do so. But I am going to be spending basically the remainder of this video just kind of talking about why every card is what it is, what the deck's trying to do, and what each card in the deck does specifically. Now, before we get into the actual deck list, let's just take a moment and talk about what the objective of the deck is and what we are supposed to be doing. Now, this deck is entirely based on sniper rifles, and snipers are good at two things: doing a lot of damage and hitting things really, really far away. And in this deck, we kind of just try to exploit that as much as possible. Now, this is an admin reload ammo stash deck, so we are going to be using our secondary quite often because, quite frankly, sniper rifles on their own just aren't good enough to make it through Back 4 Blood. Like, you can try, but there's just so many factors that make solely using a sniper rifle pretty much impossible. Now, the reasons for that being, all the sniper rifles have a super slow rate of fire, and none of them really come with a lot of ammo. Like, if you're just basically only using your sniper because you're a sniper build, you're gonna run out of ammo in like 3 minutes. Like, it is insanely quick. These only carry like 90 extra bullets in their stockpile. It's just not enough to solely use that. So to fix that, I added Admin Reload and Ammo Stash, which if you don't know what they do, Admin Reload says when we stow our weapon, it reloads, and Ammo Stash says our secondary weapons have unlimited ammo. So what I personally do with the build is I use whatever my secondary is to kill common, because you don't need to use your super powerful sniper rifle to kill common, you know what I mean? Like, almost anything kills them in one hit. What we do with the sniper rifle is actually wait until we see a special infected, essentially just one tap them, and then switch back to our secondary to just kill common. That's why we want all of our secondary weapons to have unlimited ammo, because we are going to be using them a lot. And that's also why we have Admin Reload on, because we can just use the entire clip of, say, like the Magnum, for example, and then switch to our sniper. You can take 1 or 2 shots at zombies, and then by that time your Magnum's going to be reloaded. You can just switch back to it and just kill a bunch of common. Or you could be killing common and then spot a special infected, switch to your sniper, and while you're taking the time to kill that special infected with your sniper rifle, Admin Reload will have already taken effect and your Magnum will be good to go. And as far as positioning, you just want to stay near the back of the group. You don't want to be in front of the group because, like I said, sniper rifles are not good at close range. Like, they are absolutely terrible at close range. And, I mean, you don't want to be leading the group with a secondary, you know what I mean? Yeah, just because, like, something like a Glock or a Magnum might be better at close range doesn't mean it's better than the guy with, like, the SMG or the shotgun, you know what I mean? Like, you are supposed to stay in the back along with your healer, because you should realistically be, like, the last line of defense for your healer to make sure something like a Stalker or a Hawker can't hit them. But getting into the actual deck list, the number 1 slot is going to be Stock Pouch, which gives us plus 30% sniper ammo capacity and plus 10% damage with sniper rifles. I feel like this one's just super obvious why it's in the deck. It just gives us more capacity, which I've already said before. Snipers can't hold a lot of ammo, and even with 30% additional ammo capacity, they still can't hold a lot. And I mean, the damage of sniper rifles is obviously just where we want to be. Slots number 2 and 3, Admin Reload and Ammo Stash. Like I said earlier, we use our secondaries a lot. Like, just because we're a sniper build doesn't mean we exclusively use snipers. Like, you need your secondary with this build. It is crazy how important it is. Now, in the number 4 spot, we have Steady Aim, which gives us plus 80% aim speed and minus 50% ADS move speed. Now, the reason we want this is because snipers are incredibly known in this game for just having the slowest aim down sight time, just forever. It is ridiculous, but cards like Steady Aim and a few others we have in the deck actually really help this, and it makes it, instead of taking like a full second to start aiming, it just slaps it right on your face. It is super, super awesome. Also, this makes it so like using your sniper rifle isn't really like a whole ordeal, if you know what I mean, because like when you're only like 1 or 2 cards in, you're gonna find out that like, you know, switching your weapons without like weapon swap cards, like it takes a while, and then you add on the really slow ADS on a sniper rifle. I mean, like, you're not gonna be able to shoot at a special infected you spot for like a solid 5-6 seconds, and that's like forever. But Steady Aim really makes it, especially when you're paired with weapon swap cards, you can just swap, hurry up and aim, boom, and like all in like 2 seconds. It is ridiculous. Now, at number 5, we have Cocky, which gives us plus 75% weapon swap speed, but when we take damage, our accuracy is reduced by 20% for 3 seconds. Don't worry, we're not going to get hit. We don't have to worry about that, but I mean, if it does come to it and we do get hit, just start aim down sights, you'll be fine. But, I mean, Cocky is in here just to make Admin Reload even better. This card's really in here just to make Admin Reload better, because these cards kind of travel as a duo, I'd say, because they, I mean, one complements the other very, very well, and since we do just really switch to our secondary a lot, Cocky is really, really powerful in this deck, even though it's not just the typical 2 is 1, 1 is none AR SMG kind of thing. Now, number 6 is going to be Silver Bullets, gives us plus 10% bullet damage and plus 150% bullet penetration, but with a downside saying when you kill a mutation, you lose 5 copper. Now, first thing I want to say about this card is that the downside isn't really as big as people think it is, because, I mean, think about it. You lose 5 copper per special infected that you kill. Now, granted, that is the entire role of this deck, is to just absolutely snipe special infected, basically just out of nowhere before the rest of the team sees it. Like, let's say you kill 10 special infected in 1 mission. Like, that's a lot of special infected for 1 mission, right? But that's only gonna lose you 50 copper, which, I mean, can't buy a single thing in the shop. Like, yeah, sure, you'll have a little less copper to throw at your teammates to help them get what they need, or for like a team upgrade or something like that. But for the overwhelmingly upside in damage that you get for like this very minuscule like debuff, it is totally worth it. Now, number 7 is going to be Padded Suit, which gives us plus 10% damage resistance, plus 5 health, and minus 20% stamina efficiency. Now, the stamina efficiency isn't really that bad, because normally you are going to be sticking in the back of the group, like I said earlier, and that's also why we have Padded Suit and not just more health cards, because you want to stay close enough to the healer where they can heal you, I mean, just kind of quick, you know what I mean? Like, not have to make a whole ordeal out of it, but can also still focus on, like, the main DPS guy to heal him the most, because, like, he's going to be taking the most damage. Like, you need to make it so the healer doesn't constantly have to keep healing you. So Padded Suit does a really good job at that. Now, number 8 is going to be Tunnel Vision, just more aim speed, the same reason we have Steady Aim. It's just the worst version of Steady Aim. And when you have both of these out, you are going to just, I mean, the ADS time is just going to be non-existent. It's going to be basically instant. And when you combine it with number 9, which is going to be Guns Out, which gives us plus 50% weapon swap speed, line that up along with Cocky, you are going to be switching and aiming basically instantaneously, which is a really, really big deal in this deck, because having slow weapon swap speed time to switch to your sniper rifle to kill the special infected, I mean, honestly, something like a Hawker or a Stalker might already attack you or someone on your team before you get the gun out and aim in time. But Guns Out and Tunnel Vision, I mean, paired alongside with Cocky and Steady Aim, get rid of that problem entirely. Now, number 10 is going to be Large Caliber Rounds, just the same reason we use Silver Bullets, but it's just a worse Silver Bullets. It doesn't give us as much damage, and like I said, the stamina efficiency isn't really that big of a deal, because we should be staying in the back of the group, as I said earlier. Now, at number 11, we have Hyper Focused, which gives us plus 50% weak spot damage and minus 75% ADS move speed. Now, for the downside on our ADS move speed, we are basically, like, we can't move when we're ADS. That's how slow it is. It feels like we're not moving, but I feel like there's just not that many times where you need to be, like, aiming and running for more than, like, half a second, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might have to blow, like, 2 or 3 zombies out of your way real quick so you can keep running, but outside of that, I can't imagine any situation where you're going to be aiming for, like, 5-6 seconds and, like, also trying to actively move. And the overwhelmingly good upside and plus 50% weak spot damage, that is essentially going to make it so your sniper rifle, whatever it may be, is going to absolutely demolish much anything you hit in its critical point, including like the final boss. Now at number 12, we're going to have controlled movement, which says plus 40% move speed while aiming down sights with sniper rifles. It's just to make the downside on cards like hyper focus just not nearly as bad. Now in the number 12 spot, we have controlled movement, which gives us plus 40% move speed while aiming down sights with sniper rifles. It's basically just to make the downside of like cards like hyper focus just not as bad, and that's basically the whole reason it's here, just to make this downside not as bad. Now at number 13, we have combat training, which just gives us more bullet damage, same thing as large caliber rounds and silver bullets. It's just the worst of the three by far, but you still need it. And I mean, like, the extra damage isn't needed until like a finale, when you're going to need to be one-tapping every single special infected, because Back 4 Blood kind of has this thing during the finales where it just likes to turn into special infected spam, where it's like not even common. It's just hordes of tall boys, retchers, just all that fun stuff, and you need to be able to one-tap them all as a sniper, or you're just doing the same thing everyone's doing, just immensely worse. In the number 14 spot, we have Reckless Strategy, which gives us plus 30% weak spot damage and minus 5% damage resistance. This is just kind of here the same reason that combat training's here. Like, we need that extra damage, but we don't need to be able to just one-tap everything on sight until we get to something like a finale. So it's just the same reason combat training's here. And number 15, the last card in the deck, is Patient Hunter, which says each second you aim down sights increases your damage by 10% up to 3 stacks. Now, the reason I put this in is because, like, yeah, we're not trying to spend a lot of time aiming, but like at the end of the day, we are using sniper rifles, and there is no shame in hard scoping a tall boy just to make sure you hit its weak point, and getting like a 10 to 30% damage increase just to make sure you hit your shot. I mean, that's where I want to be as a sniper, you know what I mean? Like, I want to get rewarded just for making sure my shots are accurate, and that is what Patient Hunter does. Now, I can see why like an SMG deck or like an AR deck wouldn't really want to try to use this, but Patient Hunter was made for a deck just like this. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me any deck changes that you guys would make. And as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with. So if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you guys in the next video.